Previously on Max Payne 2. By the way, welcome to Max Payne 2.
I am Max Payne. My wife and daughter were murdered. It had something to do with the designer drug V. I transferred from the NYPD to the DEA. Went undercover to find their killers. I got too close. I was framed for murder. With nothing to lose, I went after the Mafia during the worst winter storm in the century.
The worst winter storm in the century!
My first stop was Vinny Gagnetti, a lowlife in the habit of taking his frustrations out on underage call girls. I left him bleeding in an alley after I'd gotten what I wanted out of him. I met Mona Sax in a gothic nightclub, Ragnarok. She was a hired killer. We were after the same man, her sister's sadistic husband.
Is that right?
I was drawn to her for all the wrong reasons. I made a deal with Vladimir Lem. The Russian was a smooth operator. He helped me get to the mob boss I was after, but I was in over my head. The government was involved.
Oh, like everything else.
A mystery man called Alfred Woden told me the name of my real enemy, Nicole Horn. Woden and Horn were both members of a secret society, the Inner Circle. She was behind V, behind everything. While working for the DA, my wife had accidentally seen papers that incriminated Horn. Woden promised to take care of the charges against me if I took Horn out. Deputy Chief Jim Bravura of the NYPD was trailing me by the empty shell casings that I left behind. Gunshots made me deaf to the sirens, but they couldn't drown the sobs of my dead wife. Mona sided with me against Horn. She took a bullet for that. Her body disappeared behind closing elevator doors. I killed Horn.
It was more dramatic than shown here.
I gave myself up to the police. I had enough evidence against Woden to know that he'd keep his promise. I lied to myself that it was over. I was still alive. My loved ones were still dead. It wasn't over.
For those of you who don't know what happened in the previous story, go ahead and look up other gameplays because I can't do it because my cutscenes don't work necessarily. They don't work necessarily, but they just won't load and they won't play sound. So if you want to watch the first Max Payne, go ahead and watch that. I just gave you the backstory of the first game so you guys can get an idea of where this game's taking place and what happened in that previous game. God damn, that took a breath. But anyway, I already cleared the game, but sadly, if I know the whole story already, but I just wanted to give you guys the whole rundown of what happened in the previous game. Here we go. Going the manor now.
God, I turned out to be such a damsel in distress.
They were all dead. Love kills. Did I love her? Was there a choice? The past is a gaping hole. You try to run from it. The more you run, the deeper, more terrible it grows behind you. Its edges yawning at your heels. Your only chance is to turn around and face it.
We are at the scene. Repeat, we are at the scene.
But it's like looking down into the grave of your love.
For 2001, this is a pretty good game.
Check the area. Hold your fire.
Listen and let's go.
Or kissing the mouth of a gun. A bullet trembling in its dark nest. Ready to blow your head off.
Really, this is just some really good storyboard comic strip sort of thing, so it's a very good game, especially for 2001.
We're losing him.
Multiple gunshot wounds, pupils blown, head trauma, God only knows what
He's in
else.
shock. Start 2 large bore IVs, get him to ICU.
He's not responding. This guy is a train wreck. We're losing.
When I woke up in the hospital earlier tonight, I thought it couldn't get any worse.
Maybe 2002, I'm not exactly sure.
I
when
opened my eyes, and everything slid into focus.
Not exactly sure when this was released, but early 2000s.
She was dead.
Sorry for talking in between scenes, but
I was hurt. My crime, what I had done, was like a hungry pit behind me.
you get the point. It's exciting.
I had to run. Get as far away from it as possible.
I'll stop talking to the cutscenes now. How about that?
The world
Sound
was
good?
out of joint. I was hallucinating. I had to get away.
Sorry for talking in between the cutscenes, but hey, it's a really good story. It's told really well. But enjoy.
Max, the route's clear.
Allow me to present Max Payne,
Come on, officer.
We're here.
Payne, you need to get out of there. We need to leave now. Sorry.
Our main protagonist. It's like it's running very well, to be honest. I mean, I'm surprised my Bandicam's handling it as well as it is. So that's why I like playing older games that
Max, what's going on?
I love to play in the old days because,
Max,
you know,
about what happened.
it handles it very well. I mean, I have a stock.
Drop your weapon! NYPD, freeze!
I'll wait for this to
What were
finish
you
up.
thinking?
Back off, Payne.
Max? Max, answer me, Max!
Anyway, like I said, I got a stock Windows 7. It's not upgraded whatsoever. So, you know, the old games that were before my generation, I want to say they're my generation as is, but, you know, they games that I'd love to play, they handle it very well on PC when it's transferred, you know. So this is why I like these kind of games. I mean, you know, it handles it very well.
Hello? Anyone there?
That's why I like to play them.
What are you so afraid of? What do you want from me?
Of course, that's Mona Sax. If you guys didn't know about that, you probably know what's going on. Of course. Pretty beaten up.
There was a blind spot in my head. A bullet-shaped hole where the answer should be. Call it denial.
Call it denial. Alright.
Is this the Payne residence?
References to the first
Dr.
game.
Magdalena from ER. You can give away the bed you were holding for me. That detective we were waiting for was DOA. She's headed for the morgue.
I'm not dead on arrival now. I'm pretty much dead from the back from the dead. Our first dead corpse.
I'll deal with Payne.
Almost forgot about this part.
Freeze! NYPD! Found him.
Found him, but you're not gonna kill me. I told you. Nobody can kill me. Nobody can kill Max Payne. He's invincible, man. He's just like the Hulk. Well, Superman, really. He's hallucinating.
She's one of them. She's here to kill me.
Back off, Payne.
Winterson!
Bam. Tell you one thing, I never hallucinated in my life, but yeah, in my opinion, I don't think it's a good thing that have happened to you, to be honest. I don't think a hallucination is something to be very proud of being in, I guess. Having an episode of a hallucination. We got a bunch of dust flying around here. Got dust off this place once in a while.
Hey!
Deputy Chief Jim Bavora.
You're not going anywhere. What happened out there? You did it. Internal affairs was breathing down my neck. Did you do it? You killed her.
No, I can't.
Assassin!
Shit.
Sorry for that lag there.
End up running in circles until you fall back down to the same hole you were trying to escape from.
Some points in the game it might lag a little bit, but sorry to say that's how the game's gonna run sometimes. Had some powerful points in the XP world and PlayStation 2 world, but you know, I gotta say, for 2001, the early 2000s, the graphics for a third-person shooter really don't look that bad. I mean, I played it on PS2 and sadly to say it looked like crap back then, but you know, it's a decent looking game for really old. Not really old, but you know, it's an early game.
I had tried to run from it, edited out. Winterson was dead. I was a murderer.
Oh my God. Sorry. The matter now. Again?
A false start. The hospital bed wasn't the beginning. It was past the point of no return. A fatal choice already made, and it would get worse before the end. The past is a puzzle, like a broken mirror. As you piece it together and cut yourself, your image keeps shifting, and you change with it. It could destroy you, drive you mad. It could set you free.
You, inside. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
Really detailed.
You'll see the choices you didn't know you'd made, like staying at work late to chat with a friend, instead of hurrying home to your family.
Fan out, people! Circle around! Cover all the exits!
Kissing her, I think of the cold laws of cause and effect.
Where are those extra units? Call the Central! We need every available unit here now!
I am afraid, but I start again from the beginning. Trace my own steps to the scene of the crime.
New York City, last night.
I had wanted to be punished for what I had done, but Alfred Woden had kept his word. With his influence, ridiculously, I had emerged from my history of violence unscathed. A hero. I didn't thank him. I couldn't stomach it. I left the DEA. I went back to where I had started out. Back to the job. The NYPD.
Reported shots fired in the warehouse there, acknowledged.
It's mine. I'm on it.
10-4.
It wasn't a call for a homicide detective, but I knew the address. The warehouse belonged to Vladimir Lem. He was connected to organized crime. We went back a while, like brothers caught on opposite sides in a civil war. His words.
Well, that is totally a Ford Taurus. Can't tell me that's not a Ford Taurus. My age. That's definitely my car that I drive.
I need backup. Unknown number of armed perps inside. Possible hostage situation.
10-4, backup is on its way.
I'm going in.
That was a hell of a lag spike there, but I'm afraid we're going to have to stop it here, guys. Thanks for watching. More videos are coming soon of Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. If you want to, again, if you want to see the first story and the first chapter of Max Payne's history, go and check out other gameplays, because sadly my cutscenes and some of the audio doesn't work with my copy. I don't know why, but if somebody has a good gameplay out there, just go ahead and watch theirs. I mean, I'm doing my second one, but if you want to watch the first one, go ahead and look at somebody else's. I can't record it, sadly. But more videos coming soon. Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. Go and check out my previous videos in the playlist below. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Until then, see you later. Bye-bye.